Liz Cambage, a new Dallas Wings record and WNBA record.
Retired and started in OFH.
Liz Cambage was one of the most dominant players in the WNBA. She had size, skill, and scoring ability that few could match. But her time in the league ended in the most shocking way possible. She walked out on her team. So, what happened? How did one of the best centers in the league go from an all-star to quitting mid-season? Stick around until the end to find out how a single locker room fight ended Liz Cambage's WNBA career.
Whole body, every inch, my soft skin, my big lips, my crazy hair. I just love me. Everyone has insecurities.
Liz Cambage joined the team in February 2022, saying she would either play for them or not play at all. That made it seem like she was committed, but by July, she was gone. She played 25 games that season, which was her lowest scoring season since she was a rookie. She averaged 13 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 1.6 blocks per game. That was disappointing for a player with her talent. When she signed with the team, former Sparks coach Derek Fisher said it could either go great or completely fall apart. It fell apart. Her exit wasn't exactly shocking. Even before she left, there were signs of trouble. She had conflicts over jersey numbers and arguments with teammates during video reviews. She also had a history of controversies on and off the court. Her past issues included a heated confrontation during an Olympic scrimmage with the Nigerian national team in 2021. That led to her withdrawing from Australia's Olympic squad. Even with these issues, the Sparks took a chance on her. At first, some fans were excited. The Sparks had lost 2 key players before she joined, so they needed someone like her. But she didn't perform at the level they hoped. Her numbers were low, and she didn't seem happy with the team. Things hit a breaking point after a terrible game. Instead of trying to fix things, she simply left. She wished the team luck and walked away. In 2011, Cambage was drafted by the Tulsa Shock in the WNBA. However, she was not excited about playing for Tulsa and made it clear that she did not want to be there. Despite this, she joined the team and even played in the 2011 WNBA All-Star Game, showing her potential as one of the best young players in the league. She returned to Tulsa for the 2013 season, but then took a long break from the WNBA, not playing again for 5 years. While she was away from the WNBA, Cambage played in China. In 2012, she signed with Zhejiang Chuzhou for a reported salary of 400,000 Australian dollars, making her one of the highest-paid female basketball players at the time. However, she later spoke out about financial struggles, saying that she had not been paid for months after an injury kept her from playing. This raised questions about how well female athletes were being treated in professional basketball leagues.
3 points! A new Wings record and a new WNBA record for Liz Cambage. 5,000 kids are seeing history made today here.
Cambage made a strong return to the WNBA in 2018, signing with the Dallas Wings. She had a historic season that year, setting the WNBA record for the most points in a single game with 53 points against the New York Liberty.
Game with you.
Oh my goodness, Liz Cambage, a new Dallas Wings record and WNBA record, 53 points. And you did it in that fourth quarter with a three-pointer. Walk me through that play, that 3 at the end.
She was also voted into the All-Star game for the second time. Her scoring ability helped Dallas finish the season with a 15-19 record, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. In 2019, Cambage requested a trade from Dallas and was sent to the Las Vegas Aces. She continued to be one of the best players in the league, earning another All-Star selection. The Aces made it to the playoffs and reached the semifinals, but they lost to the Washington Mystics, who went on to win the championship. Cambage did not play in the 2020 WNBA season due to health concerns related to the COVID-19 pandemic. Without her, the Aces still made it to the WNBA finals, but lost to the Seattle Storm. In 2021, Cambage returned to the WNBA with the Aces, but the season was not without controversy. During a game against the Connecticut Sun coach Curt Miller made a comment about her weight, exaggerating it to 300 pounds while arguing with the referee. Cambage called him out on social media, demanding respect and calling attention to the way female athletes are often criticized unfairly. In 2022, Cambage signed with the Los Angeles Sparks, but her time with the team was short-lived. In July, she requested to be released from her contract, and 3 weeks later, she announced that she was stepping away from the WNBA entirely. This marked the end of her time in the league, at least for the foreseeable future. After leaving the WNBA, Cambage continued to play internationally. In 2023, she signed with Maccabi Bnot Ashdod, an Israeli basketball club. Then, in 2024, she returned to China, joining Sichuan Yuanda in the WCBA. In 18 games, she averaged 23.1 points and 11.3 rebounds per game, leading her team to a championship. Her dominance in China showed that she was still one of the best players in the world. Now, if she had stayed with the Sparks, she might have had a chance to rebuild her career. Instead, she walked away from what could have been her last shot in the WNBA. After she left, the Sparks continued to struggle. In the 2024 season, they finished last in the league with an 8-32 record. Their coach, Kurt Miller, left after 2 seasons with a 25-55 record. The team had missed the playoffs for 4 straight years, which was the worst stretch in franchise history. Their struggles in 2024 weren't just because of coaching. They lost Nneka Ogwumike, their star player, in free agency. She had played 12 seasons with them before signing with the Seattle Storm. Then, their 2024 second overall draft pick, Cameron Brink, tore her ACL in her 15th game. Losing both players hurt the team badly. They did have some bright spots, like Rickea Jackson, who was named to the WNBA All-Rookie team, and Derika Hamby, who won the league's Most Improved Player award. But overall, the season was a disaster. One of the biggest stains on her career was what happened during the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. Liz was part of the Australian national team, but during a practice game against Nigeria, things got ugly. She elbowed a Nigerian player, and from there, the situation escalated. There were verbal exchanges, things got physical, and then came the accusations. Multiple reports claimed that Liz called Nigerian players monkeys and told them to go back to their third world country.
Is originally Nigerian, a Nigerian who's now living in Australia and playing for your team. And as a result, there was a brawl that erupted. And since then, you haven't spoken to her.
The backlash was immediate. Liz denied making those comments, but former Opal's coach Jenna Ohi and Nigerian players confirmed that she did. The controversy got so bad that Liz withdrew from the Olympics, saying she needed to focus on her mental health. Some believed her, but others felt she was just trying to escape the backlash. Either way, her relationship with Australian basketball was never the same after that incident. Even before this, Liz had a reputation for being difficult. She started her WNBA career with the Tulsa Shock, but made it clear she didn't want to play there. She left and went to China, where she made significantly more money. Eventually, she returned to the WNBA, playing for the Las Vegas Aces before landing with the Los Angeles Sparks. The Sparks gave her a 1-year, $170,000 contract, which she negotiated herself after firing her manager over financial disputes.
Not being in any more situations where I don't want to be, to keep you happy, to keep a team happy, to keep an organization happy, to make things look amazing.
Like you had to care about yourself as well.
At this point, she should have been on her best behavior. She needed the team more than they needed her. Instead, she acted like she was doing them a favor by being there. She demanded jersey number 1, and the Sparks took it from another player and gave it to her. She would insult teammates during video reviews, and the team management let her get away with it. Her time with the Sparks ended in the most dramatic way possible. During a game against her former team, the Las Vegas Aces, Liz kept demanding the ball. She yelled at her teammates, making it clear that she wanted to be the center of attention. In the second half, her teammates decided to give her exactly what she wanted.
Process, but it's not the goal. So my goal with them is to continue to build with each other foundations.
They passed the ball to her, even when it wasn't the best play. And then the Sparks got destroyed 84-66. After the game, Liz stormed into the locker room, changed her clothes, and told her teammates, "I can't do this anymore. Good luck to you guys." That That was it. She walked out and never played in the WNBA again.
You bring up balance. I can't help but ask you, Rachel. Last night, reports coming out that Liz Cambage might possibly be walking away from the game for good with all of her business ventures. And
the Sparks released a statement saying they had parted ways amicably, but the truth was obvious. Liz quit. A few weeks later, she announced her retirement from the WNBA, but sources said no team wanted her anyway. But by the time Liz left the Sparks, nobody was willing to defend her anymore. She had burned too many bridges. Now, despite her talent and success, her total earnings from 5 seasons in the league were only $590,000. This might seem like a lot, but in professional sports, where male athletes often make millions, it was a fraction of what top players earn elsewhere.
Ooh, I'm about to buy this OnlyFans right now. Elizabeth Cambage. Hey, let's go. Ooh, she got 5 pictures up already.
In 2021, Cambage decided to explore a new path by joining OnlyFans. At first, she hesitated, unsure about what it would mean for her career and reputation. But with encouragement from friends and family, she embraced the opportunity. The decision turned out to be life-changing. Within her first week on the platform, she made more money than she had in her entire WNBA career. Reports suggest she now earns over $1.5 million per year from OnlyFans alone. Compared to her best WNBA salary of $221,450 in a single season, this new income is staggering. Even the highest paid player in the league today, Erike Ogunbowale, makes only $241,984 per year. The huge gap in earnings between male and female basketball players has been a topic of debate for years, and Cambage's success outside of basketball has only fueled the conversation.
WNBA player who retired and started an OF page. She has reported that she has made $1.5 million, which is incredibly more.
Even with a reported $1 million annual salary from her Chinese team, Sichuan Yuanda, it still doesn't come close to what she makes on OnlyFans. Cambage has not only found financial success, but also built a strong personal brand. She signed with IMG Models and has worked with major brands like Adidas and Savage X Fenty. In November 2023, she even posed for Playboy, further cementing her reputation as someone who embraces confidence and body positivity. While her financial achievements are impressive, her basketball career has had its challenges. There were allegations of her making racially charged comments during an international game, accusations she denied. Combined with her team disputes, these controversies sometimes overshadowed her on-court abilities.
What you can never take away from me is breaking that record or being the first woman to dunk in the Olympics. Like, it's a cool little flex. Like, yeah, look at my Wikipedia. There's some shit on there. Yeah. But it's also...
Her transition from professional athlete to online entrepreneur shows how sports figures today can find success beyond their original careers. Many athletes now use their personal brands to earn money in new ways, whether through endorsements, social media, or platforms like OnlyFans. Now, don't hesitate to comment down your thoughts on this. And while you're down there, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. When it comes to career transitions, Liz Cambage is the perfect example. The former basketball star has stepped off the court and into the world of OnlyFans, where she's sharing exclusive content and connecting with fans in a fresh, exciting way. Let's talk about why Cambage made this shift and how she's redefining her career outside of the court. The rise and fall of Liz Cambage.
The Australian basketball star has been making headlines lately, but for all the wrong reasons. For starters, she disappointed Australia after withdrawing from the national team before the Tokyo Olympics. I mean, come on, Liz, you're better than that. She also raised eyebrows with her racial comments against the Nigerian team. And guess what? She's half Nigerian.
It's only right we begin with some little history about the athlete. Liz Cambage was born on August 18, 1991 in London, and she's made quite a name for herself in the world of basketball. Standing at 6 feet 9 inches, she's a powerhouse on the court, especially as a center. Known for her scoring skills and physical dominance, Liz has become one of the biggest names in women's basketball. But her career hasn't been all smooth sailing. She's faced her fair share of controversies along the way. Still, there's no denying her impact on the game.
Kids can be so mean. She took up basketball as a way to make friends, and as a teenager, was already playing for the WNBL's Dandenong Rangers.
Cambage was born to a Nigerian father and an Australian mother, giving her dual citizenship. When her parents separated shortly after her birth, she grew up with her mother in Australia. As a kid, Cambage was often teased for her height, which reached 6 feet 5 inches by the age of 14. Can you believe that? But instead of letting the bullying get to her, She embraced her height and turned it into an advantage. What was once a source of mockery became her biggest strength on the basketball court, and it quickly became clear she was destined to dominate the game.
2018-19 season, get that cash, girl. Clearly, Liz is an elite basketball player in a league of her own, but overshadowing her accomplishments are the shocking controversies.
Cambage's basketball journey started early, and by 2009, she was already making waves in the under-20 Australian National Championships. Pretty cool, right? Her skills caught the eye of many, and people couldn't help but compare her to Australian basketball legend Lauren Jackson. With her natural talent for scoring and rebounding, plus that dominant presence on the court, Cambage quickly became a force in Australian basketball. Her standout performances in domestic leagues and junior competitions, they really solidified her as one of the country's most promising young players.
ESPN Networks and ABC televised 49 games throughout the 2022 season and playoffs, and those games averaged 412,000 viewers, a 22% increase from 2021.
In 2011, Cambage made her WNBA debut with the Tulsa Shock, marking the start of a major chapter in her career. And wow, did she make an impact? She quickly made a name for herself in the US, but her most unforgettable moment came in 2018 when she set the WNBA record for most points in a single game, scoring a jaw-dropping 53 points against the New York Liberty. Cool, right? This record places Cambage in elite company, alongside basketball greats like Aja Wilson. Her dominance on the court earned her 4 All-Star selections throughout her career, a pretty amazing achievement. And to top it off, she was named to the All-WNBA First Team in 2018, solidifying her as one of the league's top-tier players.
WNBA with her mind-blowing skills and a court presence that screams domination. But let's not ignore the elephant on the court here. Cambage's journey has been far from smooth, including a fair share of controversies that can't seem to leave her trail.
Cambage's impact wasn't just confined to the WNBA. She also made waves internationally. She was a key player for the Australian national team, the Opals, from 2009 to 2021. During that time, she helped secure a bronze medal at the 2012 London Olympics, a silver at the 2018 FIBA World Cup, and a gold at the 2018 Commonwealth Games. Pretty impressive, isn't it? These accomplishments proved Cambage could perform at the highest level and highlighted her importance to Australia in international competitions. But as with many great careers, her international journey hit a bump, particularly leading up to the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, where controversy followed her.
Cam baggage doesn't end here, though, because Cambage's time with the Sparks was nothing but wholesome. First up, there was the whole jersey number fiasco, where Cambage had her mind set on rocking a number 8 jersey.
Cambage's WNBA career, while successful, wasn't without its share of challenges. She found herself at the center of several controversies, with one of the most notable occurring in 2021. During a pre-Olympic scrimmage, Cambage was accused of making racist remarks toward Nigerian players, including calling them monkeys and telling them to go back to their third world country. Yikes, right? Especially since she's half Nigerian. Cambage denied these accusations, calling them false and asserting that she never made those comments. She even suggested that others involved were using her as a scapegoat. To defend herself further, Cambage pointed to video footage from the scrimmage, where she was struck after an on-court altercation, arguing that it was this incident that escalated the situation.
Looks like the bully ended up becoming the bullied. Say what you want about it. But if you got a player that's constantly arguing with their teammates, then you shouldn't be surprised that nobody wants them back. It's not just her team that was fed up with Cambage, though. As players and critics from every corner of the WNBA world,
the controversy around Cambage got even bigger when it came out that she had pulled out of the Australian national team just months before the Tokyo Olympics. This decision, following the scrimmage incident, really stirred up debate in the Australian basketball community. Cambage denied the allegations and said she was being unfairly targeted, but the fallout was huge. The result? She was left out of the Olympics. It was a big deal, and it definitely shook things up for both Cambage and the team. What could have been a moment of glory turned into a major setback.
It's such a hard conversation to have at the moment. But at the end of the day, I just hope there's a way that everyone gets to play the sport that they want to play.
Things got pretty messy. Her departure from the Sparks came after a string of on-court and off-court issues, like strained relationships with teammates and frustrations with the team's management. She left abruptly and took to Instagram to explain her decision, saying she was stepping away from the WNBA to push for changes, like better player empowerment and improved support systems in the league. Cool, right? While she expressed regret for how she left the team, she also apologized for her behavior and hoped the league would work towards creating safer, more supportive environments for players.
Cambage's off-court behavior has also drawn attention. In 2024, she was ejected from a game in China after committing 2 flagrant fouls. Her aggressive actions on the court and subsequent dramatic exit.
Now, this is where it gets interesting. In a bold move, Liz Cambage left the WNBA and took her talents to OnlyFans. Known for her towering presence and 4-time WNBA All-Star status, Cambage's shift to creating exclusive content marked a turning point in her career and highlighted the financial struggles many female athletes face in leagues like the WNBA.
Maybe the most shocking pivot in basketball history, she starts an OnlyFans account. That's right, you heard me correctly. From WNBA All-Star to OnlyFans creator. But here's the thing, she's not just dipping her toe in the water, she goes all in. She's promoting it on social media, doing interviews about it.
Never one to hold back, Cambage has been clear about why she made the switch. WNBA pay just wasn't cutting it. Now, she's earning more on OnlyFans, where she shares intimate behind-the-scenes content with her loyal subscribers. Unlike many athletes who use the platform for lifestyle updates, Cambage has fully embraced its adult content aspect, showcasing a provocative side that's gained plenty of attention. Birth suits, bathing suits, and bikinis. Fans have seen Cambage in all 3 on her OnlyFans channel.
Making $400,000 playing basketball in China is now charging subscribers to see her content. The basketball world's reaction? Absolute disbelief. Former teammates were speechless, fans were shocked, and social media? It literally exploded.
This move is a big change for Cambage, who's long been outspoken about the pay gap between male and female athletes. Her success on OnlyFans shows that even star athletes are turning to unconventional ways to secure financial independence, making Cambage's decision one that's certainly making waves in both the sports and entertainment worlds.
Didn't support her enough? She's now earning more than their maximum salary by posting content online. But the real kicker? While all this is happening, WNBA is having one of its most successful seasons ever. Everything Liz could have been a part of if things had gone differently. Instead, she's completely removed from the sport that made her famous.
But Cambage's new path hasn't been limited to OnlyFans. She's also embraced modeling, stealing the spotlight at Paris Fashion Week in a stunning black cutout dress at the Mugler Spring 2024 show. Sharing the runway with big names like Paris Hilton and Angela Bassett, Cambage held her own among the fashion elite. Cool, yeah? On Instagram, she shared a TikTok of herself confidently posing in front of the Eiffel Tower, captioning it, "Bonjour bébé." Her evolving public persona and growing influence in fashion and entertainment have sparked conversations about athlete empowerment and the many diverse paths women can take after their sports careers.
Her height is around 6 feet 9 inches and she is doing the ramp walk in a fashion show. Wow, look at her height. Amazing is her height. She is towering over all the models around her.
Although fans have a lot to say about her new lifestyle, it doesn't have much to do with them, does it? Cambage has made it clear that this is what she wants to do and her family is on the same page with her. So who gives anyone the right to judge? In fact, Cambage seems happier with this new career path. Before now, her struggles with her mental health have been well documented. In 2019, she shared her battles with depression, alcohol abuse, and suicidal thoughts. She revealed that she began drinking heavily at a young age, even attempting sobriety at 18, and spent much of her rookie WNBA season feeling isolated and struggling with mental health issues. In a 2019 essay, Cambage disclosed that she had been placed on suicide watch in 2016 and criticized the WNBA for not providing sufficient mental health support for its players. Her struggles with mental health, coupled with her frustrations with the league's lack of support for players in this area, only added to the tension in her career.
I just wanted to be open and honest because it is such a thing at the moment and everyone's dealing with mental health in their own way. You personally dealing with it or have friends that are really struggling, and I think me telling my story has really helped other people, and that's what I want to do at the end of the day. I just want to inspire people to just free their minds and chase what they really want in life.
In 2023, Cambage revealed that she earned over $1.5 million through her OnlyFans account, a sum that far exceeded her basketball earnings. Pretty impressive, right? Cambage has been outspoken about the financial struggles female athletes face in traditional sports contracts, For her, branching out into this non-traditional career path wasn't just about diversifying. It's been a way to achieve greater financial independence and security. It's a powerful move, showing that even top athletes sometimes need to look beyond the court to secure their financial future.
I love my whole body. I'm proud of my whole body, every inch. My soft skin, my big lips, my crazy hair. I just love me.
Cambage's career in China also opened up new opportunities. In 2023, she signed a $1 million contract with Sichuan Yuanda in the Women's Chinese Basketball Association, WCBA. This was a big deal for Cambage, especially after her frustrations with financial compensation in other leagues. But true to form, her time in China wasn't without drama.
53 points! A new WNBA record for Liz Cambage.
I've heard a lot of people say I could never have big numbers here in the WNBA, so I guess this game was for y'all. Love you, Mom!
Stirred up a lot of criticism on social media. It was another controversial moment that added to Cambage's roller coaster career. Never a dull moment, right? Her WNBA departure and her time with the Australian national team. Liz Cambage remains a high-profile figure in both basketball and entertainment. Her stint in China, along with her earnings from OnlyFans, has helped her secure financial stability beyond the basketball court. Still, her career will likely be remembered for its ups and downs, from her record-breaking WNBA performance to her controversial exit from the Los Angeles Sparks and the allegations that followed her. Cambage's journey has been anything but ordinary, but that's what keeps her story so interesting, right?
That's a block! That's a block! Hey! Pull ass out of there. Yep.
Oh my goodness, Liz Cambage, a new Dallas Wings record and WNBA record, 53 points. And you did it in that fourth quarter with a three-pointer. Walk me through that play, that three at the end.
You know she about to get paid.
LA bling going
LA
on?
bling on the tooth, but thank you for having me.
Yes, Los Angeles is already rubbing off on you.
I'm very proud of being a big bitch. Big body, big Benz, baby.
From scoring and record-making 53 points in a single WNBA game to stepping away from basketball controversies and jumping into the dark industry of OnlyFans, Liz Cambage's journey is something you will have never seen before. Rise of Liz Cambage. Born on August 18, 1991, in London, England, Liz moved to Australia with her mother when she was just 3 months old. She grew up in Melbourne, where her tall frame made her stand out from an early age. By the time she was 10 years old, she was already 6 feet tall, which naturally led her to explore basketball as a sport.
Where were you born?
London, England.
Really? And when did you come to Australia?
When I was 3 months old.
Aha. And why were your parents in London, England?
Because my dad works over there and then my mum came back to Australia.
It hasn't really hit me yet, but the girls are so hyped about it, and yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff.
It was the first ever slam dunk in women's Olympic competition.
In her teenage years, Liz showed incredible promise. At the age of 14, she started playing basketball more seriously, and it did not take long for her talent to shine. In 2009, when she was just 18 years old, she joined the Women's National Basketball League, or WNBL, in Australia. Playing for the Dandenong Rangers, she made an immediate impact with her height, skill, and dominance on the court. Liz stood at 6 feet 8 inches tall, which gave her a significant advantage, but her dedication and talent made her much more than just a tall player.
By me or another woman in the league, I don't know if that's how coaches run.
In 2011, Liz's career took a huge leap forward. She was selected as the second overall pick in the WNBA draft by the Tulsa Shock. Joining the Women's National Basketball Association in the United States marked a major step in her journey. Her rookie season was impressive, and she quickly became known for her ability to score points and block shots. That same year, she also represented Australia in the FIBA Oceania Championship, helping her team secure victory. Liz's rise continued in 2012 when she competed in the London Olympics as part of the Australian national team. The team, known as the Opals, won the bronze medal. Liz played a key role in their success, averaging 13.6 points per game during the tournament. Her iconic dunk against Russia in the group stage made history. She became the first woman to dunk in an Olympic basketball game, a moment that showcased her athleticism and skill to the world. After the Olympics, Liz took a break from the WNBA to focus on her career in Australia and play in other international leagues. She returned to the WNBA in 2018, signing with the Dallas Wings. That season was a defining one for her. On July 17, 2018, Liz set a WNBA record by scoring 53 points in a single game. This performance was nothing short of incredible. She made 17 out of 22 shots from the field, which is a 73% success rate. Liz also made 4 out of 5 three-pointers, which was surprising since she wasn't known for shooting from long range.
Chance for 50! Need you to come out and support the Wings.
There it is!
53 points!
She added 15 free throws and grabbed 10 rebounds in the game. Her 53 points alone outscored the entire starting lineup of the New York Liberty, who managed only 43 points combined.
Oh my goodness, Liz Cambage, a new Dallas Wings record and WNBA record, 53 points. And you did it in that fourth quarter with a three-pointer. Walk me through that play, that three at the end.
Before this game, no one in WNBA history had scored more than 50 points in a game since 2013. The previous record of 51 points was held by Rickna Williams. Liz didn't just break that record, she also showed she could dominate in every area of the game. Her performance that day was compared to Michael Jordan because of its efficiency and impact. Liz's scoring record came during a crucial time for her team, helping the Dallas Wings secure a 104-87 win. This victory also marked the team's 6th win in 7 games, showing how much of a difference Liz made. Liz's journey to this record-setting moment wasn't easy. Critics doubted her ability to perform in the WNBA, especially after her success in Australia and China. In her post-game interview, Liz addressed these doubts directly. She said she had heard people say she couldn't achieve big numbers in the WNBA, and her 53-point game was her way of proving them wrong. Her confidence and determination to silence her critics became one of her defining traits. Beyond scoring, Liz Cambage has always been known for her versatility. She is not just a scorer, but also a great defender and rebounder. In the game where she scored 53 points, she also blocked 5 shots, proving her all-around skills. Liz's ability to dominate both ends of the court makes her one of the most complete players in basketball. Liz also had success outside the WNBA. She played for teams in China, where she became a star in the Women's Chinese Basketball Association. Her time in China allowed her to develop her skills further while gaining financial stability.
This is the first organization I've been a part of where I feel really looked after and I feel like a human and I feel cared for, and it's family, and that's the most important thing for me.
In 2019, she joined the Las Vegas Aces in the WNBA. Her partnership with other talented players made the Aces one of the strongest teams in the league. That season, Liz averaged 15.9 points and 8.2 rebounds per game, leading her team to the playoffs. Throughout her career, Liz faced challenges, including injuries and mental health struggles. She has been open about her battles with anxiety and depression, which has made her an inspiration for many. By speaking out, Liz has helped break the stigma around mental health in sports. She has used her platform to advocate for better support systems for athletes, showing that even the strongest people need help sometimes. In addition to her basketball career, Liz has become a global influencer. She is known for her confidence, fashion, and outspoken nature. Liz has worked as a DJ, model, and activist, proving that she is more than just an athlete. She has used her voice to address issues like racism and gender inequality, earning respect both on and off the court. Liz's rise in the WNBA also helped boost the popularity of women's basketball. Her record-breaking performance brought attention to the league and showed how exciting WNBA games could be. Fans started tuning in to watch her play because she had the ability to make history every time she stepped on the court. Off the court, Liz is known for being outspoken and confident. She has used her platform to speak about mental health, gender equality, and racism. Her boldness in addressing these issues has inspired many young athletes. Liz believes in using her success to create positive change and inspire the next generation. Fall of Liz Cambage. Recently, her name resurfaced due to an explosive interview where she opened up about her time with the Los Angeles Sparks and addressed allegations related to her behavior during a pre-Olympic scrimmage. The interview brought mixed reactions from fans, former teammates, and critics alike, with Cambage passionately defending herself while others questioned her claims. Cambage's career in the WNBA has been anything but ordinary. She first entered the league in 2011 when she was drafted by the Tulsa Shock. Even back then, she made headlines, as she was vocal about not wanting to play for Tulsa. Her relationship with the team lasted for just 1 season before she chose to leave and pursue opportunities overseas in China. This pattern of short stints became a recurring theme in her career. As we talked earlier, she returned to the WNBA briefly in 2013, but didn't stay for long. after another hiatus. She played for Dallas in 2018 and then joined the Las Vegas Aces for 2 seasons, with another gap year in between, before signing with the Los Angeles Sparks in 2022. The Sparks signing seemed promising at first. Cambage, a 4-time WNBA All-Star, joined the team with high hopes. However, her tenure with the Sparks lasted just 25 games before she walked away mid-season. In her recent interview, she described the environment in LA as toxic, claiming she faced disrespect and turbulent behavior in the locker room. Cambage said she had repeatedly voiced her concerns to the coaching staff, general manager, and ownership, but her complaints were ignored. According to her, the breaking point came during a game against the Las Vegas Aces, when her teammates reportedly yelled at her for failing to make a lob pass. Frustrated and fed up, she told her teammate Chini Ogwumike that she was done and left the team shortly after. The Sparks released a statement at the time saying they supported Cambage's decision to terminate her contract and wished her the best. However, her departure left many questions unanswered, and some former teammates have since disputed her version of events. Jordan Canada took to social media to suggest that the full truth about Cambage's time in LA has yet to come out. Canada hinted that if people wanted to hear the real story, they should reach out to her. One of the most shocking claims Cambage made in her interview was about the promises she received before signing with the Sparks. She alleged that the organization offered her perks like covering her rent, buying her a car, and paying for other expenses. If true, these offers would violate the WNBA's collective bargaining agreement, which strictly regulates player benefits. Cambage's 1-year contract with the Sparks was worth $170,000, but she reportedly accepted $141,386 in a settlement after the contract divorce. Beyond her WNBA career, Cambage has also faced scrutiny for her actions during a 2021 pre-Olympic scrimmage between Australia and Nigeria. During the game, tensions flared, leading to a physical altercation. Cambage has long denied allegations that she directed racial slurs toward the Nigerian players, including calling them monkeys and telling them to go back to their third world country. In the recent interview, she reiterated her denial, saying she was the one who was assaulted during the scrimmage. A video clip from the incident shows a Nigerian player running toward Cambage and striking her after an on-court clash, where Cambage's elbow made contact with the player's head. Despite her denial, many players from both teams have maintained that Cambage did make the alleged remarks. Promise Amukamara, a guard for Nigeria, directly refuted Cambage's claims on social media, stating that everyone present during the game had the same account except for Cambage. Sarah Ogoki supported these sentiments and made it clear that Cambage's attempts to align herself with the Nigerian national team were unwelcome. Cambage has also claimed that she was in talks to join the Nigerian team, citing her Nigerian heritage through her father. However, this assertion was quickly debunked by officials from the Nigeria Basketball Federation. Vice President Babs Ogunadi stated that there was no truth to Cambage's claims and that she had not been in contact with the organization. Cambage later clarified that she had expressed interest in representing Nigeria and had discussions with staff members, but she never officially joined the team. This controversy is not the first time Cambage's relationship with a national team has been in the spotlight. She represented Australia at the 2012 and 2016 Olympics, but chose to step away from the team in 2021, citing mental health concerns. Her decision came amid growing tension within the team, and the fallout from the Nigeria scrimmage only added fuel to the fire. Cambage has since expressed a desire to move forward and focus on her well-being, but her comments and actions continue to spark debates. But then she did something that no one ever expected from a player like her. Liz decided to join OnlyFans.
Liz Cambage, my new favorite female basketball player. I'm here to let you know that she's about to start up a OnlyFans.
Cambage's decision to join that platform came after years of being a strong advocate for body positivity and empowerment. Known for her work as a professional athlete, she has also been involved in modeling, including shoots for Playboy and Sports Illustrated. Through these platforms, Liz has consistently celebrated her body, emphasizing the importance of self-love and authenticity. For Liz, her body is a symbol of strength, power, and individuality. She has often said she feels no shame in embracing her sexuality or sharing it with the world. In April, Liz hinted at the idea, saying she could be making crazy money by joining the platform. True to her word, she eventually made the leap. In 2021, she pulled out of the Tokyo Olympics, citing mental health struggles. This decision came after a heated year that included a public stance on racial diversity in Australian sports and allegations of altercations during training. But now what do you think about her? Comment down your thoughts right now. And while you're down there, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well.
Liz Cambage has gone too far, and Australia is done with her. It's clear that Cambage is no longer welcome on Australia's national team, the Opals. Her behavior has been unacceptable, and she has shown that she is not committed to the team.
Teammates yelling at me because they don't know how to throw a lob pass to me in the post. I'm just like...
You're saying Sparks teammates?
Yeah.
From becoming one of the most important named WNBA history to working as an OnlyFans model, these are some of the most controversial moments of Liz Cambage. 2016, blackface incident. One of the biggest controversies in her career came when she called out racism in Australian sports. Many people supported her, but others did not like what she had to say. One major incident happened when her teammate, Alice Kunek, dressed up as Kanye West for a party and used blackface. Cambage was shocked and upset when she saw the pictures. She spoke out about it, saying that it was offensive. Some people agreed with her, but others attacked her for speaking up. They called her too sensitive and accused her of making a big deal out of nothing. Even some well-known athletes criticized her. Instead of backing down, Cambage continued to speak out. She pointed out that racism in sports is not just about one bad costume. It is a bigger issue. She believed that people needed to be more educated about racism and why certain things are hurtful. The basketball club later said they would work on teaching players about these issues, but the situation showed how hard it can be for athletes who try to fight for change. Liz Cambage. Ejection. Liz's ejection came after she received an unsportsmanlike foul followed by a technical foul. The referees made their decision after she appeared to say something and tossed the ball away. The call caused confusion, but Cambage accepted it with a smile and waved to the home crowd as she exited. Despite losing Cambage, Australia remained in control. Kelsey Griffin stepped up and took the free throws in Cambage's place. England's Azania Stewart, a 6'5" center, played a strong game and top-scored for England with 13 points. She admitted their strategy was to frustrate Cambage and limit her impact. While the ejection helped England in some ways, they still struggled against Australia's depth and skill. Australia's team showed why they were the best in the tournament. Even without Cambage, players like Griffin and Kayla George took charge. Both ended with 16 points, with Griffin grabbing 8 rebounds and George securing 10. After halftime, Australia pulled away even further. The Opals proved that one player, even one as dominant as Cambage, did not define their team. They had already beaten England 118-55 in the group stage, and while this final score was not as extreme, the gap in quality was clear. England's players fought hard but were simply outmatched. Their men's team cheered from the stands, trying to encourage them, but Australia's home crowd was too strong. The Opals used their experience and professionalism to keep the pressure on. Even after the ejection, they never lost focus.
Talk up in a press conference because they were getting ticky-tacks and we went down there then got hit and get nothing. It was like 12-6 at halftime and they tried to even it up near the end. It was 14-9.
Their coach, Sandy Brondello, had said before the game that Australia was more than just one star player. This match proved her right. After the game, England's Stewart gave credit to the Australian team. She acknowledged they were world-class and deserved the win. She called their style of play beautiful basketball and had no complaints about losing to such a strong opponent. Despite the tension of Cambage's ejection, there was no bad blood between the teams. It was a hard-fought game, but Australia was simply too good. The victory kept alive the possibility of a golden double for Australian basketball. Earlier that day, the Australian men's team had crushed Scotland 103-46. Their balanced attack and strong defense helped them reach the final against Canada. Canada had secured their place in dramatic fashion with a buzzer beater against New Zealand. 2021 Olympic photo. Liz Cambage has always been outspoken about race and representation, and she proved this when she criticized the Australian Olympic Committee's promotional photos. When Cambage saw the pictures, she immediately noticed that almost all the athletes were white. She felt that this did not reflect Australia's true diversity. She took to social media and posted, "How am I meant to represent a country that doesn't even represent me?" She also pointed out that black athletes often lead in sports, but are not given the same visibility in promotional materials. One of the photos had only one non-white athlete, Indigenous rugby player Maurice Longbottom. Cambage commented that this was not enough. She also made a joke about fake tans, suggesting that just making white athletes look darker was not the same as real diversity. Some people misunderstood this and thought she was accusing Longbottom of using fake tan, but she later clarified that she was not talking about him. Cambage also reminded people that one of Australia's greatest sporting moments came from an Indigenous athlete. She wanted people to remember that black athletes have always been a big part of Australian sports. The Australian Olympic Committee responded to Cambage's criticism. They admitted that the photos should have been more diverse and promised to do better in the future. Jockey, the brand that organized the photo shoot, also apologized. They said said they had always worked with a diverse range of ambassadors, but understood that they had made a mistake this time. Altercation with Nigerian team. Her time with the Opals also ended in controversy, and she decided never to play for them again. The problem started before the Tokyo Olympics in 2021. The Opals were playing a practice game against Nigeria. This was an important game because it helped the team prepare for the Olympics. But during the game, something bad happened. Cambage got into an argument with the Nigerian players. Things became heated, and some players said she used offensive words. According to reports, she told the Nigerian players to go back to your third world country. This statement upset many people, especially because Cambage herself has a Nigerian father.
To go back to their third world country. You have vehemently denied these reports.
Yes.
But there is also a group of people that say that you did say these things. Why are these stories so drastically different?
After the game, there was a big fight between the players. Cambage later said that things got intense, but she denied saying anything offensive.
So stressed about life. I just knew that a situation like the Olympics was not it for me that year. So I've already gone into the situation vulnerable, being open and honest about everything going on in my life.
She also said that the whole thing was recorded, and she knew the truth would come out. But other players, including her own teammates, said the reports were true. Shortly after this, Cambage withdrew from the Olympics. She said she was dealing with mental health issues, and the pressure was too much for her. She also said she was unhappy with how the Opals treated her. Many people wondered if the Nigeria incident was the real reason she left.
Is originally Nigerian, a Nigerian who's now living in Australia and playing for your team. And as a result, there was a brawl that erupted. And since then, you haven't spoken to her.
Jenna Ohi later spoke about the issue. She confirmed that Cambage did say those words to the Nigerian players. She also said that after the incident, she and Cambage never spoke again. Ohi believed Cambage would never play for Australia again. Cambage felt like she was not treated fairly. She said the Opals never made her feel welcome or supported. She moved to the United States and joined the Los Angeles Sparks in the WNBA. In an interview, she said she was much happier playing in America. She believed the people there respected and protected her more than the Australian team ever did. Many people had different opinions about this situation. Some believed Cambage was misunderstood and that the Opals never supported her properly. Others felt she was too difficult to work with and caused problems in the team. Whatever the truth was, it was clear that her time with the Opals was over. Without Cambage, the Opals struggled in the Tokyo Olympics. They did not perform as well as expected, but they still had talented players and looked forward to future tournaments. Australia has always been one of the best basketball nations in the world, and many believed they could still compete at a high level. Departure from WNBA.
This is her falling out, la 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 la. I was like the biggest sign that Israel has ever seen. And I did that just from a coach calling me and filling in for Kalani Brown. If it wasn't Kalani Brown injured, I would not have gone, but I wanted to help that girl out and keep the team happy.
Liz Cambage left the Los Angeles Sparks in 2022 in a way that surprised many people. The team announced that they had agreed to a contract divorce. This meant that Cambage and the team decided to end the contract before the season was over. The reason for her departure was not clear at first, but later reports suggested that there were problems between her and the team. Some sources said she was unhappy with how the team was playing. Others said she was not getting along with some teammates. Before joining the Sparks, Cambage was one of the biggest names in women's basketball. She had played for several teams in the WNBA. She was also known for her strong opinions and confidence. Many people thought she would help the Sparks become one of the top teams. But things didn't go as planned. The team struggled during the season. Cambage's performance was not as strong as expected. Some reports said she was frustrated with her role in the team. She wanted to be the main player, but the team had other stars too.
A few disrespectful teammates yelling at me because they don't know how to throw a lob pass to me in the post. I'm just like...
You're saying Sparks teammates?
Yeah. I'm just I'm really dealing with girls just yelling at me because they're frustrated without how they don't...
Another problem was her relationship with teammates. Some sources said she did not get along well with some of them. Reports mentioned that she was distant and did not connect with the rest of the group. In basketball, teamwork is very important. If players do not trust each other, it affects the whole team. There were also rumors that she missed practices and did not always give her best effort. The team tried to work through these issues, but in the end, they decided it was better for her to leave. After she left, Cambage shared a message on social media. She said she needed to focus on herself. She also thanked the team for the opportunity, but she did not give many details about why she left. Some people supported her decision. They believed she needed to take care of her mental health. Others felt she had not shown enough commitment to the team. The WNBA is a very competitive league. Players are expected to give their best at all times. When a player leaves a team in the middle of a season, it raises questions. Later, Cambage said she was stepping away from the WNBA. She did not say if she would return in the future. OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Ooh, I'm about to buy this OnlyFans right now. Elizabeth Cambage. Hey, let's go. Ooh, she got 5 pictures up already.
At last, Liz Cambage has made headlines not just for her basketball career, but also for her surprising success on OnlyFans. She earned around $590,000 in her entire 5-season WNBA career, but her earnings from OnlyFans have reportedly reached $1.5 million per year.
She first year in OnlyFans, $1.5 million. She said she made more.
The humiliating things that you have to do to entertain that clientele.
She made more in the first month than she did over most of her.
That means she now makes more in a single week than she did in all those years playing professional basketball. She started her OnlyFans account in late 2021, soon after leaving the Las Vegas Aces. Despite not posting frequently, her income from the platform has stayed strong. By 2024, she had posted around 140 times. But even with fewer updates, her earnings remained impressive. Her Instagram and X accounts no longer promote her OnlyFans, as she has shifted focus toward her business, VitaDrop, a wellness brand she co-founded.
Things you can never take away from me is breaking that record or being the first woman to dunk in the Olympics. Like, it's a cool little flex. Like, yeah, look at my Wikipedia. There's some shit on there.
Yeah. At first, Cambage was hesitant to join OnlyFans. She was worried about how people would react, but her friends and family encouraged her to do it anyway. When she announced her decision, it created a buzz online, with thousands of comments and reactions. Some supported her, while others criticized her, but that didn't stop her from continuing. Apart from OnlyFans, Cambage has also built a career in modeling. She is signed with IMG Models and has worked with well-known brands like Savage X Fenty and Adidas. In November 2023, she even posed for Playboy.
I'm proud of my whole body, every inch. My soft skin, my big lips, my crazy hair. I just love me. Everyone has insecurities.
She has often spoken about how proud she is of her body and the strength it represents. Now, before you leave, just don't forget to give this video a like, hit that subscribe button, and also ring that notification bell for more upcoming content.
Acknowledged an altercation took place during the game against Nigeria, but this month it's all come to a head. First, Cambage, now signed with the LA Sparks, took another shot at her former team.
I'm living my best.
Your mum said to you, one day you'll get your wings and fly. So, do you feel like you're flying?
I'm still my mum's little bird, that's for sure.
Every year Lizzie's getting better on the court in terms of her.
Liz Cambage had all the talent to be one of the greatest WNBA players, but what happened along the way? From breaking records to shocking exits, she dominated on the court, yet often found herself in controversy. Why did she leave the WNBA multiple times? What led to her sudden exit from the Australian national team? Was she misunderstood, or did she create her own problems? Let's take a closer look at the highs and lows of her career. Women's National Basketball Association career and record-breaking performances.
Court, I am a horrible person.
Describe yourself on court.
It's like I get horrible white line fever. I step on that court and I want to do anything. Sasha Fierce.
She's your Sasha Fierce.
Yeah, but like not as talented.
When Liz Cambage joined the WNBA, she had high expectations surrounding her. As the second overall pick in the 2011 WNBA draft by the Tulsa Shock, Cambage quickly showed why she was one of the most talked about players in women's basketball. In her first season, she played 33 games, averaging 11.5 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 1.3 blocks per game. Her scoring ability, size, and skill were clear from the beginning, but she was still adjusting to the fast-paced nature of the WNBA. Despite her strong rookie performance, Cambage decided not to return for the 2012 WNBA season. Instead, she focused on playing internationally, where salaries for women's basketball players were significantly higher. At the time, the WNBA's maximum salary for a veteran player was around $105,000, while teams in China were willing to pay much more. Reports suggested that Cambage earned over $400,000 per season playing in China, nearly 4 times what she would have made in the WNBA.
No, my last game was that wonderful game against Serbia. And then I ran away from the village and I haven't touched a basketball since. No, I've been training. I have been training.
But you were thinking of giving it away?
In 2018, after a 5-year break from the WNBA, Cambage made a huge comeback with the Dallas Wings. That season turned out to be one of the best of her career. She averaged 23 points, 9.7 rebounds, and 2.3 blocks per game, establishing herself as one of the most dominant centers in the league. The most unforgettable moment came on July 17, 2018, when Cambage set the WNBA single-game scoring record by scoring 53 points against the New York Liberty. No other player in league history had ever scored that many points in a single game. After the game, she said, "I didn't even know I had that many points until someone told me. I was just focused on playing my game." Her incredible performance made headlines around the world. Her efforts in 2018 earned her all WNBA first-team honors, and she finished second in MVP voting, just behind Breanna Stewart of the Seattle Storm. It was clear that Cambage was one of the biggest stars in the league.
Underneath, battling with Egbo, she puts it in with a foul. Cambage can get the ball in that position. He is nearly impossible to...
Los Angeles Sparks stint and sudden exit. In 2022, Liz Cambage joined the Los Angeles Sparks, hoping to make a fresh start after her time with the Las Vegas Aces. She signed a 1-year contract worth around $170,000, making her one of the highest-paid players on the team. The Sparks, looking for a dominant center, believed Cambage could be a key player in their lineup. On paper, she delivered solid numbers. She played 25 games, averaging 13 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 1.6 assists per game. Her size and scoring ability helped the Sparks stay competitive, but as the season progressed, tensions within the team became apparent.
You just watch her activity level off the balls helped her so much offensively and defensively.
Liz Cambage with the 3, her 11th in the...
And in April, when Cambage had this to say on Media Day.
Crowd's gonna be lit, building's gonna be lit, women's basketball's gonna be lit. It's gonna be the most wild summer WNBA's ever seen. That's how I think this summer's gonna go.
Nah, for sure.
In July 2022, midway through the season, Cambage's time with the Sparks abruptly ended when she and the team agreed to a contract divorce. This unexpected decision shocked many fans, as the Sparks were still in the hunt for a playoff spot. After her departure, reports surfaced that there were major issues behind the scenes. Some teammates claimed she was not putting in enough effort during games, while others said she was unhappy with the team's overall structure. According to sources, she wasn't engaged, and it felt like she didn't want to be there.
So we can't see a team that's struggling or a team that's looking to kind of start fresh picking her up. And then I also can't see a coach who has, gelled, who has brought chemistry, who has figured out what's working in their locker.
There were also rumors of locker room conflicts. Several players allegedly felt that Cambage was difficult to work with and did not take criticism well. One source close to the team stated, "Her attitude made it hard for everyone. It wasn't just about basketball, it was about the way she carried herself around the team." Following her exit, Cambage hinted that she might step away from professional basketball completely. She later said, "I need to focus on my mental health and my happiness before anything else." However, she eventually explored opportunities outside the WNBA, looking for better situations that fit her personal and professional goals.
And Cambage says that this is the only place she wanted to play.
This is the first organization I've been a part of where I feel really looked after and I feel like a human and I feel cared for, and it's family.
But more recently, she's been working out in Los Angeles and deemed herself ready to go. During her 4-year WNBA career, Cambage is averaging 16.7 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 1
trade to the Las Vegas Aces and continued success. After an outstanding season with the Dallas Wings, Cambage requested a trade, saying she wanted to play in a bigger market. In 2019, she was traded to the Las Vegas Aces, one of the WNBA's most competitive teams. Playing for the Aces gave her a chance to compete for a championship, and her presence immediately made the team stronger. That season, she played 25 games, averaging 15.9 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 1.6 blocks per game. She continued to be a force in the paint, shooting an impressive 50.3% from the field. The Aces made a deep run in the WNBA playoffs, reaching the semifinals before being eliminated by the Washington Mystics, who went on to win the championship. Unfortunately, the 2020 season was affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Due to health concerns, Cambage decided to sit out the season. The WNBA held its entire season in a bubble at the IMG Academy in Florida, but she chose not to participate, citing health risks and personal reasons. When she returned in 2021, she continued to be one of the top players in the league. Playing another 25 games that season, she averaged 14.2 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 1.6 blocks per game. Her ability to dominate in the paint and control the boards remained strong. However, tensions within the team started to rise.
Million voices of my self-doubt just yelling at me. So I guess it is very different to an injury. It's not a sharp pain in your leg, it's anxiety just taking over. So this year, I had to miss a couple of games because of my mental health.
Reports surfaced that Cambage had disagreements with the coaching staff and some of her teammates. At times, her frustration was visible during games. She later admitted, "I felt like I wasn't really fitting in. It wasn't the right environment for me anymore." As the season progressed, her role on the team became uncertain. Some believed that her playing style did not match the fast-paced offense that the Aces were running. Others speculated that her relationship with the coaching staff had broken down. At the end of the 2021 season, Cambage's contract with the Aces ended, and she became a free agent. Instead of re-signing with the team, she chose to leave, seeking a fresh start elsewhere.
Dang, she passed it too, though. You passed it, though.
Be hard,
Financial growth and international success. Throughout her career, Cambage continued to earn large salaries playing overseas. While WNBA salaries remained relatively low, she secured million-dollar contracts playing in China, Israel, and Europe. Her time in China was particularly lucrative. Reports suggested that in some seasons, she earned more than $1 million playing in the Women's Chinese Basketball Association, WCBA. These high salaries made it difficult for her to commit fully to the WNBA, where she would earn significantly less.
AFL and still working with the basketball, but it's so amazing to see all this support that got behind her, and it was like all of a sudden Erin's this amazing athlete. She's been amazing her whole career. She's a silver medalist, dual Olympian.
In 2023, she signed a deal with Sichuan Yuanda, one of the top teams in the WCBA. In her first season, she averaged 23.1 points and 11.3 rebounds per game, proving that she was still one of the best centers in women's basketball. Her strong performances led to a contract extension for the 2024 to 2025 season, making her one of the highest-paid female basketball players outside the WNBA. Even though she left the WNBA, Cambage's career continued to thrive internationally. She remained a sought-after player, and teams were willing to pay top dollar for her talent.
I will never let a man disrespect me. Ever, especially a little white one. Pick up the phone, call the psych, because you projecting some bullshit now. And next time you try to disrespect me, until I see you guys out in the streets being real-ass allies, you ain't f***ing shit.
As the Black Lives Matter
controversies and public feuds. One major incident occurred in May 2021 when Connecticut Sun head coach Curt Miller made a disrespectful comment about her weight during a game. He allegedly told referees that Cambage weighed 300 pounds in an attempt to get a foul call. Furious, Cambage responded publicly on social media saying, "I will never let a man disrespect me like that. Keep my name out of your mouth." The WNBA took action, fining Miller $10,000 and suspending him for 1 game. Many players supported Cambage, saying that body shaming had no place in the sport. However, some critics felt she often made situations bigger than they needed to be.
For the Sparks, trying to get Katie Lou Samuelson involved. There's going to be some contact on the inside.
Just a little touch in the back of Cambage there. And
Liz was definitely looking.
One of the biggest controversies in Cambage's career involved the Australian national team. Leading up to the 2021 Tokyo Olympics, she was expected to be a star for Australia. But just weeks before the Games, she withdrew from the team, citing mental health struggles. Her decision sparked debate, but soon after, reports emerged that she had been involved in a heated altercation during a practice game against Nigeria. Multiple witnesses claimed Cambage had used racist language, allegedly calling Nigerian players monkeys, and even elbowing an opponent in the face. The accusations shocked the basketball world. Australian officials later confirmed that the incident played a role in Cambage's departure from the national team. A Nigerian player later stated, "What she said and did was unacceptable. We all heard it."
Doesn't even really try to run back on defense. She really wasn't trying that much at all at the beginning. This is a hilarious defensive possession here. This is probably the most effort she puts in the whole possession, preventing that pass by sticking her arm out. Then she lazily loses her player and
Cambage denied making racist remarks, saying, "I never said those words. People are trying to twist the story against me." However, Basketball Australia distanced itself from her, and she has not played for the national team since. The controversy damaged her relationship with the Australian basketball community, and former teammates were hesitant to support her. Some even suggested that she was no longer welcome to represent Australia on the global stage. In 2022, during her time with the Sparks, another controversy emerged. Reports claimed that Cambage made racially insensitive comments toward her teammates. Some players later confirmed the reports, saying her attitude in the locker room created unnecessary tension. One former teammate stated, "She said things that made a lot of people uncomfortable. It wasn't just one incident, it was a pattern."
Oh, down hard goes both Cambage and Griner. Smiles everywhere and sportsmanship.
Feuds with other WNBA stars. Over the years, Cambage had several on-court feuds with other WNBA stars. One of the most notable was with Aja Wilson, the superstar forward for the Las Vegas Aces. While they were briefly teammates in 2019, their relationship was not always friendly. On multiple occasions, Cambage and Wilson exchanged words during games, and it was clear that there was tension between them. Fans noticed that Wilson never spoke highly of Cambage in interviews, leading to speculation about a behind-the-scenes conflict.
Sykes right around Cambage, and she'll earn a trip to the line. And some drawing now between Cambage and Sykes.
Let's have a contest. Who's going to back down first between Brittany Sykes and Liz Cambage?
We may be here all night.
Right.
Other players also had issues with Cambage. Diana Taurasi, one of the greatest WNBA players of all time, once commented, "Some people are more focused on drama than basketball." Many believed this was directed at Cambage, given her history of controversies. In one of her last statements about the WNBA, Cambage said, "I don't owe anything to anyone. I play for myself, and I'll do what makes me happy." Who is your favorite WNBA player? Do let us know in the comment section below, and for more such amazing videos, do subscribe to our channel.